Hi Lavia family, welcome to class. I'm Jackie and today we're doing a full body and core flow. We will be mixing in a couple of non-traditional movements into our yoga practice today, and there might be a few things to challenge you as well. If you do have a couple of blocks or big sturdy books, it might be handy to have them around, but you can totally do today's practice without them. And before we get started, I would love to connect with you over on Instagram at Jackie Noel Yoga. You can find daily inspiration, yoga flows, and updates about my classes, workshops, and retreats there. I'm currently teaching all my classes online, so you can join me from anywhere in the world. And I also upload yoga flows and workouts onto my YouTube channel, so come find me at Jackie Noel Yoga on both those platforms. And if you like today's class, I would also love to hear from you. So let's get started. Coming to the mat. We'll come to the end of the mat in child's pose. Let's bring the knees wide, feet together, and walk the hands out in front of you. Let your chest drop down to the mat and your forehead. And we'll just take a moment to arrive on our mat today. Allow any sensations, sounds, or distractions outside of your mat just to fade into the background. Try to let go of anything that has happened already during your day and anything that you need to be doing later on. Try to bring your focus to this very moment. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose. Expand the lungs and the belly. And let the air flow back out through your nose or mouth. Deep breaths in. And long, slow breaths out. See if you can control your breath as it comes out, allowing it to be long, slow, and steady. We have a tendency to let our breath out all in one go. But if we can slow down our exhale, we'll find that we can become a lot calmer and more relaxed. And maybe try to sink a little bit deeper into your mat with every out breath. One more deep breath here. On the next breath, let's walk the fingertips a little bit further away from the body and lift the elbows off the mat. And we'll walk over to the right side, stretching your fingertips far away from you and grounding down through the left side. Drop your forehead on the mat. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel that nice stretch and length through the left side of your body. And on the next breath, let's walk back to the center and all the way to the left side. Drop the forehead down on the mat. Press down through the right side. Create space through the entire right side of your body. Couple of breaths here. And on the next breath in, let's walk back to the center and then make our way up into all fours. Let's bring the wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Extend the right leg out behind you. Flex the foot. Keep the hips nice and square and level so they're not dropping down or lifting up. Extend the left arm out. Breathe out. Bring the knee and the elbow to touch underneath the body. Press the floor away. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch. Breathing in, extend. One more time. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch underneath the body. Really scoop up. And breathing in, extend. And lower back down. Left leg reaches out behind you. Hips nice and square and level. Right arm extends. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch underneath the body. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch. Breathing in, extend. One more time, breathing out. Crunch underneath. Breathing in, extend. And then lower back down. Let's tuck the toes. And then let's sit all the way back onto our heels. Taking our cat and cow movement here. So let's interlace the fingers. Press the palms towards the front of your mat. And then start to curl in the body. Tuck the chin. Reach your shoulder blades towards the back of your mat. Breathing in, let's open up. Reach the hands up to the sky. Take your gaze upwards and open through the shoulders. Breathing out, round through the spine. Press in opposite direction with your hands and your shoulder blades. Breathing in, lifting back up. And continue in your own time. Really articulating through every single movement here. And maybe taking any other movements that feel good for your body. Let's take one more breath wherever you are. And on the next breath, let's release the hands and let's come all the way forward into a high plank. Lift the knees off the mat, press the floor away, and press through the heels of your feet. Engage with the core, and let's drop the knees down to the mat. And then keeping the body where it is, just lift the knees off so we find the perfect position of our pelvis. And then tap the knees down and lift up. Tap down and lift up. Continue in your own time, but see if you can keep the pace up so we really start to warm up. Keep engaging through the core. Press the floor away, shoulder blades up to the sky. Try not to let your hips sink down or lift up too high. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4. Keep engaging through the core. 3, 2, last one. Nice job. Stay here. Let's pivot onto the left side of the body, coming into a side plank. Reach the right arm towards the back and all the way up over top. Breathing out back to center. And then pivoting onto the right side. Left arm reaches up all the way over top. And continue in your own time, flowing with your own breath. Keep pressing the floor away and try not to let your hips sink down or lift up. We found that perfect position in our knee taps earlier. So try to keep that position while we do these. One more time on each side. And let's come back to a high plank. Stay here. Let's take some mountain climbers because they're so good for you. Knees in, nice and fast. Scoop the belly in. Press the floor away. Nice and strong. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Don't give up now. We're really close. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips up to the sky. Take a moment here. Take any movements that you need to. And to find your breath. Maybe you just want to stay in stillness and find the breath. Try to ground down through your hands and your feet. Find the foundation here. One more breath. And on the next breath, let's bend through the knees. Look to the top of the mat and step your feet all the way up to your hands, hip width distance apart. Let's hold on to the elbows and take a ragdoll. Generous bend in the knees. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Nice and loose with the head and just sway from side to side. And then let's release through the hands. Soften through the knees even more. Roll up through the spine. The head hangs until the very last moment. And when we reach the top, let's roll the shoulders all the way up to the ears, back and down. And then one more time, up to the ears, back and down.
And then let's bring big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. A few sun salutations to warm up a little bit more. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward, Uttanasana. Hands on the shins or on the mat. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, step the right foot back and then the left, high plank. Let's lower the knees down, bring the chest and chin down in between the hands, and breathing in, slide forward, baby cobra. Untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back and lift the chest up. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat, step your feet in between the hands, big toes touching. Breathing in, lift up halfway, hands on the shin or on the mat. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, hands to heart center. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway to your flat back. Breathing out, left foot back and then right high plank. Again, lower the knees and then chest and chin comes in between the hands. Keep the elbows close to the body. Breathing in, slide forward. Baby cobra, untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat. Step your feet in between your hands. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, reach the arms up to the sky. And breathing out, hands to your heart center. Let's do that a couple more times. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out to fold forward. Bending your knees here if you need to. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, step back, right foot and then left, high plank. This time, Chaturanga Dandasana. So option to bring your knees down to the mat or keep them off. But keep everything in one strong plank position, 90 degrees of the elbows. Breathing in, cobra or upward facing dog, whichever you're ready for. And then breathing out, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat. Step your feet in between the hands. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, reach the arms back up to the sky. And breathing out, hands to heart center. Let's do one more round. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway to your flat back. Breathing out, step left foot back and then right, high plank. Knees on or off the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice and strong. Breathing in, cobra or upward facing dog. And breathing out, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Find your breath. Find your center. And feel grounded through your hands and your feet. Remember, nice, long, slow exhales. On the next breath, let's lower the knees down to the mat. Keep the toes tucked. Breathing in, coming into your cow. Open up through the chest. Press the floor away. Reach your tailbone up to the sky. Breathing out, untuck the toes around through the spine. Cat pose. Breathing in, opening back up with the chest, look forward. Breathing out, round through the spine. Breathing in, coming back to a neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg behind you. Pivot the left leg, and then let's come to the side. Reach the right arm up. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. This is your modified side plank. Take a breath in, lift the left leg off the mat so it's parallel with the floor. And then breathing out, bring the knee and the elbow to touch on the side. Breathing in, extend, nice and long. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch as high as you can. One more time, breathing in, extend. Breathing out, touch. And breathing in, extend, lower the hand and the foot. Come back to all fours. Let's bring the right knee into the chest, really scoop up. And then bring the right ankle towards the left wrist, right knee over towards the right wrist, and just shuffle yourself back into your half pigeon. So here's where you might want to use a block underneath the hip if it's floating off the mat and you'd like some extra cushion. Otherwise, let's come all the way down if you can, and staying here. Or maybe let's bend through the left leg and hold on to the left foot if you can. Whichever variation suits you. If you're holding onto your foot, if you want a little bit more challenging, let's bring the left foot into the crease of the left elbow. Preparing for our mermaid pose. If you're still comfortable here, maybe we connect the fingertips in front of the body. And if you want to come into your full expression of mermaid, reach the right arm up overhead and then see if you can find the left fingertips. Open up through the shoulders. Take a breath here wherever you are. And then releasing the hands and the feet, step back into your high plank. Flow through your vinyasa in your own time. Chaturanga Dandasana, Cobra or upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. One breath. Bring the knees down to the mat. Open up through the chest, lift the tailbone high. Breathing out, untuck the toes round through the spine. Press the floor away. Breathing in, open back up. Breathing out, round through the spine. Breathing in, coming back to a neutral spine. Extend the left leg behind you. Pivot on the right knee. And then reach the left arm up to the sky. Press through the left foot. Breathing in, let's lift that left foot off the mat. And then breathing out, knee and elbow touch onto the side. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out to touch. Breathing in, extend. And breathing out, knee and elbow touch. One more time. Breathing in, extend. And breathing out to touch. Breathing in, extend. And then lower it back down, coming onto all fours. Bring the left knee into the chest. Scoop up. And then bring the left foot over towards the right wrist. Left knee towards the left wrist. And shift yourself back. Again, using that block or book or even a cushion on your left hip. And staying here in your half pigeon or bending through the right leg, holding onto the foot. And then gently pressing it towards your body. Maybe your foot comes into your right elbow crease. Maybe the fingers connect in front of your body. Maybe if you want to take the full expression, reach the left arm up overhead, find the right fingertips into your mermaid. Nice job. And then let's release. Come back into your high plank. Lift up off the floor. We'll flow through vinyasa here in your own time. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. One breath here. On the next breath, float the right leg up, three-legged dog. And then point through the right foot and see if you can open up through the hips. Stack the right hip on top of the left and then reach that right leg even higher up towards the sky. Keep pressing down with both hands on the mat and then bend through the right knee, opening up in the hips even more. And let's come to our wild thing, dropping the right foot on the mat behind you. If you can, keep the hips up and then reach the right arm up overhead. Reach the hips up to the sky. Open up through the chest. Deep breath. And then take your gaze down towards the mat. Take your right foot on top of the left and then right arm reaches up. Side plank. Nice and strong here. And then bring the right knee into the chest. See if you can take that right foot all the way next to your left hand if you can, without using your hand. If you do need to, that is totally fine. And breathing in, reach the arms up, high lunge. Breathing out, let's bring the body to a 45-degree angle. So we have a nice long line from fingertips to toes. And then keeping the legs where they are in the body, bring the left knee into the chest and the elbows down to the left knee. Breathing in, extend the arm and the leg. Breathing out, knee into chest. Breathing in, extend. Breathing out, knee and elbows touch. Breathing in, extend. One more time. Breathing out, knee and elbow touch. Lower the left foot down next to the right, big toes touching. Reach the arms up to the sky for your chair pose. And breathing out, straighten the legs. Fold forward, Uttanasana. And then bring the hands forward. Lift the heels off and drop your bum down to your heels. A little bounce here. And then lower the heels down, come back to your chair pose. Sweep the arms up. And then see if you can sit all the way down onto the mat without using your hands. And lift the legs up into your Navasana, boat pose. Arms come to either side. Bend the knees if you need to. And then let's hold on to whatever you can and bring the legs a little bit closer to your body, sitting up nice and tall. Nice long spine. Breathe. Nice job. Let's calm down. And we'll come into a lotus lift. So here's where you might want to use the blocks as well. So let's just grab them. And we'll come into our lotus pose with the legs. If this isn't happening for you today, that is totally fine. Just bring your legs into a cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall on your sit bones, and then bring the hands on either side. And really you want to think about scooping up the core and the tailbone so that we can help our knees to lift upwards, and we want to press the shoulder blades up to the sky. So hands on either side. Breathing in, press the hands down, scoop up through the belly, press the floor away, press the shoulder blades up to the sky, and lower down. Nice job. Let's give that another try. If you have your blocks, let's give them a go with the blocks. This just helps to extend your arms so it makes it easier to lift your hips up off the ground. So place the blocks on either side of you. 3, 2, 1. Press into the blocks, scoop the belly up, lift up, and you can see how much higher I can get off the ground with the blocks. Hold for 3, 2, 1, lower down. Nice job. Let's give that one more go. It's going to be the last time we do this today, so give it all you've got. So with or without the blocks, hands on either side, and 3, 2, 1. Press the floor away. Press the shoulder blades up to the sky, scoop up through the belly, try to lift the knees up off the ground, and then lower all the way down. Nice job. Uncross your legs, and we'll place the blocks over to the side, and make our way back to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Ground yourself. And on the next breath, let's float the left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Point through the foot, and then open up through the hips. Lift the left leg even higher up towards the sky. Press down with both hands. And then bend through the left knee. And coming into your wild thing on this side, drop the left foot behind you on the mat. Lift the hips up, circle the left arm up and over. Open up through your chest. And then let's take our gaze down towards the mat. Take the left foot on top of the right. Left arm reaches up high. Side plank. Nice and strong in the core. Keep lifting the left hip up to the sky. Bring the left knee into the chest. And then step it up to the top of the mat if you can without using your hands. Nice job. Land nice and softly. Breathing in, reach the arms up, high lunge. And breathing out, keep that length in the body. Bring the body to a 45-degree angle. Bring the right knee into the chest, elbows down to the knee. Extend it back. Bring it into the chest, breathe out. Breathe in, extend. Last time, breathe out. And breathe in, extend. Breathe out, comes in, foot comes down. Sweep the arms up, chair pose, sit down. And breathing out, folding forward, straightening through the legs, Uttanasana. And lifting the heels off the mat, coming down, and just bouncing on our heels. Nice little relaxing moment. And then back into your chair pose, reach up. And breathing out, hands come down. Let's step back into our downward facing dog. Take a breath here. We're going to come into one last active exercise. Bend through the knees, look to the top of the mat. And we're going to jump and bring the heels of our feet up to the bum as quickly as possible. And this is a really great drill for your handstands if that's something you're working on. So let's take these jumps as fast as you can. And you might notice that your hips come over your shoulders at one point, but don't be scared. You might even get a little bit of floating time. Just take your gaze down towards the mat and keep going with the pace. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's bring the knees down together. Feet together. Chest and forehead comes down to the mat. Arms on either side. Palms facing up. Closed-legged child's pose. Find your breath here. Allow your shoulders to drop down towards the mat. And on the next breath, let's come up to a seated position, extending the legs out in front of us, soles of the feet on the mat, hip width distance apart. Let's bring the belly as close to the thighs as possible. So bend the knees as much as you need to, and then hug your arms underneath your thighs. See if you can really bring the belly to the thighs, extend through the spine, and breathing out, coming back into a cat-cow movement. Let's round through the spine. Tuck the chin, and really press down with your feet. Hold on tight with your elbows. Breathing in, open up. And breathing out, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin. Breathing in to open. One more time. Breathing out, round through the spine. Press down with the feet. Press the shoulder blades towards the back of your mat. Breathing in to open up. And then releasing the hands. Shift forward on your mat if you need to. Just make sure there's enough space for you to lie down. Bring the hands forward. And then start to curl at the base of your spine and lower all the way down without using your hands. And when you reach the bottom, let's hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Let's extend the legs up to the sky, give them a little bit of a shake. And then we'll bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, flex the right foot, hold on to your left thigh, drop the knee, and then gently pull that left leg closer towards your body. And instead of using our right elbow to press against the right knee, see if you can activate the muscles in your glutes and your legs to press that leg away by itself. Couple of breaths here. And releasing the legs back up to the sky. Give them another shake. And then left ankle on top of right thigh. Hold on to your right thigh. Flex the left foot. And then gently pull the right leg closer towards your body. Again, activate the muscles on the left leg and the glutes. And press that knee away by itself. Another couple of breaths here. And on the next breath in, release the legs back up to the sky. One last shake. And we'll come into a happy baby. Soles of the feet up to the sky, arms in between the knees, and then hands holding onto the outside edges of the feet. Gently pull down with your legs. And press down in your sacrum. So that's the lowest part of your spine. So you can still lengthen through your entire spine. And stay here in stillness or rock from side to side. And whenever you're ready, let's come into our Shavasana. Extend the legs out nice and long to the outside edges of your mat. Arms on either side, palms facing up. Micro tuck of your chin, so we can continue to lengthen through the entire spine and the back of the neck. Close down your eyes. Allow your body to relax completely here. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, deep breath in. And sigh it out. One more time. Deep breath in. And sigh out any last bits of tension in your body. Allow yourself to fully relax in this pose. Let yourself sink down and melt down towards the earth. Notice your body getting heavier and heavier. And then allowing your mind to wander to wherever it wants to go. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. Stay here in Shavasana for as long as you want to. And I hope to see you on the mat very soon. Namaste.